And yesterday, Lizard Baraka called me. He was pissed. Lizard Baraka called me saying that he saw a video by the Shaolin monk and he saw him placing Flaming Fist Liu Kang over him, and he said something like this.
And I want my damn respect too.
And I was like, okay man, you're joking. So I just saw the video myself, and indeed, Flaming Fist Liu Kang was above Lizard Baraka. When I first saw this, I was like,
this is blasphemy. This is madness.
And yeah, I was shocked. And quite frankly, guys, I love and I hate this statement at the same time. And I love it because a lot of people are going to say, alright, I was told that this guy's trash, let's try him. Actually, he's not that bad. But at the same time, I believe that this statement is objectively wrong. That Flaming Fist Liu Kang is not better than Lizard Baraka. I'm going to prove it today, and I hope that by the end of the video, every single one of you will agree with me. Or if you still disagree with me, please let me know down below in the comment section why you disagree with that statement. Now, I saw a video by the Shaolin monk. I'm going to link it as well. Shaolin monk is a great content creator, so I'll definitely recommend all of you to subscribe to him if you haven't done so already. Anyway, so he was testing Lizard Baraka with Flaming Fist Liu Kang in Fatal. I don't know which tower it was it Fatal, normal, it doesn't matter. And he discovered that Flaming Fist Liu Kang was faster to kill bosses by 5 seconds. I don't agree that Flaming Fist Liu Kang is better boss killer than Lizard Baraka. There are multiple reasons for that. Today, I tested them both in Fatal White Lotus Tower 100 with tower equipment, and out of 5 attempts, I did 5 attempts with each character. In 3 of those attempts, Lizard Baraka cleared the stage 100 by one shot in. And of course, I'm going to cancel the stage before the final blow was delivered. So Lizard Baraka was 3 out of 5, and Flaming Fist Liu Kang was 0 out of 5. You're currently seeing one of the fights with Flaming Fist Liu Kang, and then I'm going to showcase one of the fights with Baraka. They were using exactly the same gear. Actually, they're using this particular equipment that you're currently seeing. I'm going to do it right now. Okay, this is the equipment I used. And I know immediately a lot of you, especially the Shaolin monk, are going to say, these pieces of gear are not really great for Liu Kang. And I noticed that while I was playing Liu Kang, even though I'm not really the best Liu Kang player. But actually it's MK Mobile, so it's not like a rocket science. There's not much there, right? But anyways, alright guys, so I had to pause the video here. So while you're watching my gameplay with Baraka, I just wanted to mention something very important. In the video in Shaolin Monk channel where he was comparing Lizard Baraka to Liu Kang, there is one piece of gear which actually proves my point. And this piece of gear is the Varmin's Lucky Hat. I believe that the Tanuki is great for both characters. The Rusty Chainsaw is okay for both characters. However, there is one piece of gear that is not okay for Baraka. This is the Varmin's Lucky Hat. It gives 0 value to Baraka, because Baraka, unlike Flaming Fist Liu Kang, can snare on special 1 if you have the weak point attacks. Of course, it's not going to happen every single time, but it can happen. While what I noticed while I was playing Liu Kang, this particular fight, White Lotus 100, was the fact that the enemies were tagging in and out all the time, and if they do that, I was finding myself in a lot of trouble. And guess what? Liu Kang has no means of snaring. This is the reason why in the Shaolin Monk video there is the Varmin's Lucky Hat. He needs that snare, and that's another way of proving my point. Baraka doesn't need a specific gear to snare people. He can do that on special 1, while Liu Kang requires this in order to be effective. I'm not saying that he cannot really be good against bosses without the Varmin's Lucky Hat. All I'm saying is that in order for those two characters to be equally compared, giving one piece of equipment for one of the characters that actually adds value to this character, and then giving this same piece of equipment to another character that gives him 0 value, is simply not fair. Let's continue. That's my first point. Lizard Baraka doesn't care about gear. You can give him any gear, and I mean any gear, and he's going to be great. Now, why I'm saying that? Because he's the best gold character by far without any equipment whatsoever. I'm going to prove it right now. I'm going to strip him naked, just like this. Bam, bam, bam. So he has absolutely nothing. And just in case, I'm going to... You know what? I'm just going to go like this. Why not? So he has no gear whatsoever. Imagine this also in the crypt. Imagine this in Faction Wars. By the way, I beat Faction Wars Fatal Tower with Lizard Baraka without any gear. I'm going to, of course, showcase the video. I'm going to link it. I meant now I can risk it. I can risk it. Oh, unfortunately. Damn it. Anyways, since I have 15 seconds of you know the thing, 15 seconds of having something like Block Breaker, I can tag out to safety, and I can keep doing that because, like, seriously, I tag out, I regenerate. I tag in, I have more or less ingrained Block Breaker. So I'm pretty good, and I have critical hit chance, thanks to the fact that his passive gives pretty good critical hit chance, and I also, do I have the talent? I should always have the talent. Actually, I do. So that's fine. I don't even know what is the talent tree that I'm using. I mean, this is how great Baraka is, you don't care. And another thing about Baraka is that unlike Liu Kang, guys, Baraka, as you currently see, has excellent special 1, excellent special 2, so you can use him in any way. In his video when he was fighting bosses, the Shaolin Monk just used his special 2, and I was like, why is he just using special 2? Like, and then of course, his gear was the same gear that he gave to Liu Kang, and the point is, Liu Kang needs to have unblockable chance, and Liu Kang needs to have something to reduce the power cost of special 2. Baraka doesn't! Baraka is perfectly fine without any gear whatsoever. And this is the main reason why he is better than Liu Kang. He is more flexible, he can do special 1, he can do special 2, he can do everything. He has regeneration, he has unblockable chance, he has passive power generation, he has speed, he has power drain without any gear whatsoever. Once again, without any gear whatsoever. Liu Kang has fire and speed for 5 seconds, and that's it. After that, he doesn't have any. So, we already established that Baraka is the most versatile fighter. I believe everyone will agree with that, even the Shaolin Monk. I bet he's not going to kill bosses by consistently spamming special 1 with Liu Kang. Probably he'll be doing special 2. And I don't want to involve maxed out epics, right? I don't want to involve maxed out epics. Every character can be good with maxed out epics. However, I did involve them in this particular example. Baraka against Liu Kang, Battle 100 White Lotus Tower, for one reason. Look at this now. I'm going to give Baraka this particular gear. I'm going to give him the Nuki. And I'm going to be giving him this thing. Now, the reason why I'm doing that is because I want you to pay close attention to the health bar of Baraka once I start the fight. I won't be really doing this fight, I'm just going to start the fight and I'm going to quit it. But I want you to pay close attention to his health. That's going to be super, super important. Look at this. I'm going to attack him in. Look at this. 1,040,000. Okay, 1,040,000 for Baraka. Now I'm going to do the same thing, however I'll be using Flaming Fist Liu Kang. This is one of the things when I'm going to showcase and going to prove to anybody that stats matter. They're important. They're not the most important thing, but they're important. Because not only your health is getting increased by higher margin, but also your damage and your attack. So, I will now remove Lizard Baraka from the equation. I'm going to bring in Flaming Fist Liu Kang. So, I need to change the class to Martial Artist. I believe I have him at Fusion 2 Ascension. Let's see. There we go. I'm going to give him the same equipment. Absolutely the same equipment I gave him in my test. Alright, nothing else. And now I'm going to start the fight, and I want you to pay attention, to pay close attention to health of Liu Kang. I'm going to attack him in right now, and you're going to see what's going to happen. I'm going to attack him in. Do you see the difference? It is almost 300,000 health. And I'm not using maxed out epic. 300,000 health. And the margin is going to become bigger and bigger and bigger the more good equipment you have. Again, since I said that I won't be dealing with maxed out epics, I'm going to keep my word. I just wanted to give you an example. So the more tower equipment you use, Baraka is going to get stronger than Liu Kang, because the difference between his base stats and Liu Kang's base stats is huge. And do not forget that Baraka is not ascended. I want us to have Diamond Baraka so that Lizard Baraka can finally get ascended, and then the difference is going to be even bigger. Anyways, so we already established why stats matter. Imagine the same type of difference getting increased, but for the attack and for the damage. Baraka is going to be absolutely unstoppable. Now there is another point that I want to make on why Baraka is objectively better than Liu Kang. We already established that unlike Liu Kang, who is more or less a special 2 guy, his special 1 is not horrible, but let's be real, you'll be using mainly his special 2. When it comes to Baraka, he can use special 1, he can use special 2, he's perfectly fine without gear. So, unlike Liu Kang, he doesn't require specific setup so he can start working. He can do it without any gear whatsoever. He has a bunch of things without any gear. He even counters regeneration, so he is super, super good. Also, Baraka can support. Baraka can support and Liu Kang cannot. Look at this. I'm going to press on the Liu Kang passive on tagging. Liu Kang receives a speed increase, 100% base damage, and 25 critical hit chance for 5 seconds. That's it. He cannot support. Baraka can, because he gives 25% critical hit chance. Okay, so another win for... This is... I mean, nobody can deny that. I hope nobody will deny that, right? Another thing that I want to say. Due to the fact that Baraka has regeneration and sustain, and the fact that you can ignore giving him basic attacks, you can just tag him in and out, you can say that you're going to lose damage. This is not really right, because you only need that damage in some really difficult fights in towers. If you use him, now I'm going to quickly build a team around him. So I'm going to do this. Or should I actually do this? Yeah, I'm going to do this. And I'm going to use Baraka without any tower equipment, so I can show you how busted he becomes. I'm going to do this, Baraka. And then, there we go. I'm going to give Baraka damage, only damage gear. Okay, so I'm going to give him this. This time I'm going to be using him mainly for special 2, because I won't be using any block breaker. And if you do that, then you can basically use him for special to attack him in, do special 2, then do another special 2, and then special 1, and you are ready to go. So I need this, and I need also an accessory. An accessory is going to be very important. Okay, soul medallion. Alright, that's it. This is my gear. As you can see, I don't even have block breaker because I don't need it. So, I will jump into this fight so you can see how busted Baraka can be and how incredible his damage is. You don't need to do anything. You don't care about gear. Just give him some gear and that's it. Alright, 0 tower equipment. Starting with 1 bar of power. I don't have block breaker, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to intercept him. Special 2, look at this. My special 2 actually takes 0.5 bars of power, because while the animation is going on, Baraka is regenerating power. This fire is so annoying. Anyway, so now special 2, this guy dies. Okay, then the war is going to come, and I still have the thing active. Gore is going, you know what, Gore is going to come, that's fine. I'm going to generate some health in the back. You imagine it's a crit battle or a faction or survival mode battle. You'll be more or less finishing every single fight with full HP. So, Baraka has damage. Baraka doesn't require block breaker. Baraka has sustain. So, what else could you possibly ask for from a character? Like, look at this. Look at this. I have two dots. I have no idea why. She has the thing. Yeah, you know, the Shinto of Revenge. So, there we go. You have to note the fact that 2 of the 3 game modes that we are playing are survival type of game modes, where actually health being lost is being kept until the next fight, right? This doesn't make any sense. What I wanted to say is that the health you lose stay lost until the next fight. So in a way, having Baraka, a character that can regenerate, tag out, is incredible. So you don't need specific gear, you can keep yourself full health without any issues whatsoever. Like, what else do you possibly want from a character? I don't get it. And what is the purpose of Flaming Fist Liu Kang? He tags in for 5 seconds, then he has nothing. If he takes damage, he cannot heal. By the way, I forgot to say that at low fusion it's a tie, because Liu Kang has fire, so it's a dot, and dots are pretty great at low fusion, while Baraka cannot do much at low fusion, but he has the critical hit chance boost, which is makes him generally a better support. So I would say that low fusion is a tie. If I have to summarize, I don't agree that Baraka is a worse boss fighter than Flaming Fist Liu Kang. For one thing, Baraka can snare on special 1, and you don't have to just do special 2 over and over again. It's not the point. You can do special 2 once, and then you can do spam special 1 until there is a time to do another special 2 so that you can reset your speed. You don't have to do special 2 over and over and over again. That's not really the best way to use him, but hell, it is one of the ways to use him, so I couldn't say it's completely wrong. Though, I just want to mention that you can do also special 1s, it's not going to hurt. In majority of cases, you want to do special 1 so that you can snare, and that's pretty cool. Flaming Fist Liu Kang cannot snare, right? He cannot do that, he needs specific gear in order to do that. Baraka doesn't require specific gear in order to do that. Flaming Fist Liu Kang needs specific gear in order to start killing bosses. Baraka doesn't, you can give him any gear and he's going to be very viable against bosses. So, at the end of the day, guys, I do believe that Lizard Baraka is the best gold character ever. He's great everywhere. In the crypt, he's great in survival mode, he's great in towers, he's great everywhere. Yeah, I don't think that he's amazing in every single fight. In certain fights, he won't be that great. For instance, Wise Lotus Tower is unfortunate tower for him because of the resilience modifier against bosses, so he cannot really snare. But despite that, he's pretty great. We already established that having great stats is useful because the most gear you have, tower gear, those stats are going to become bigger and bigger, and it's always better to have great base stats. And unlike Flaming Fist Liu Kang, Baraka has excellent special 1, excellent special 2, excellent passive, everything is excellent about him. I still don't understand how you can possibly say that Flaming Fist Liu Kang is a better character. Now, I wouldn't mind if somebody say that he enjoys playing Flaming Fist Liu Kang more, that's perfectly fine, not going to argue about that, but saying that he's better because he performed 5 seconds faster on a specific fight, And finally, let's tackle this point. Let's assume that I was wrong, and I'm a complete noob when it comes to using Flame Fist Lucane, and he's actually better than user Baraka against bosses. So what? Like, are we talking about a character finishing a fight 5 seconds earlier than another being a big deal? Like, I don't see the point of that. So if you finish a fight 5 seconds faster, so what happens? Are you going to get more rewards? Are you going to... I don't get it. Like, we're talking about 5 seconds. We're not talking about 15 seconds, 20 seconds, 50 seconds. We're talking about 5 seconds. That's nothing. That's absolutely nothing. So, even if Baraka takes 2 attempts and to beat Fatal 200 and Flame Fist takes 1, so what? Honestly, so what? It doesn't change anything. There are other game modes, and to be honest with you, boss fights in towers are not really that important in my opinion. Of course, it's if there are two characters, and everything else is equal, but character 1 is better than towers and against boss in character B, then character 1 is going to be the better character. But if character 1 is better everywhere, but character 2 is only good against bosses and more or less this is where he shines, I wouldn't take character 2 because he's better against bosses. Like, it doesn't make any difference whether you beat Fatal 200 in 1 attempt or 2 attempts. It doesn't. Let's be real. It absolutely doesn't. So, yeah, this is all I wanted to share with you guys. I hope you found this video useful. I hope you found... oh my god, it is so early in the morning I cannot talk. I hope you had fun. And yeah, see you next time, guys. Have an amazing rest of your day.